There's no rest for the Wonklave.
Hey, good to see you again. I was hoping you'd show up. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
I don't know.
You've got to look past what it is to what it could be. We've got water, plenty of space. Should be pretty defensible. I can see it. Garden plots over there, some snug shelters. Hell, maybe even electricity.
It's a nice vision, but I don't see how it's possible.
I never said it was going to be easy, but it is possible. I've seen people come together to build a better world. That's what the Minutemen were all about, before it all fell apart. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
And here it comes.
I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there, somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Oh, good. I was hoping for a chance to rescue some more helpless villagers.
It's not that people are helpless. They just need someone to give them a helping hand sometimes. That's what the Minutemen are supposed to be all about.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid. Your energy is tied to this place.
I hope the color of my energy is blue.
That's good. Humor's a good way to cope. The site can help you, kid. It always has answers. Just gotta bring me some jet so I can see what it wants to tell you.
Here. Already have some.
Like a little kick yourself, huh? This'll do. Now, let me ride the high to where the site wants to take me. Diamond City holds answers, but they're locked tight. You ask them what they know, but people's hearts are chained up with fear and suspicion. But you find it. Oh, it's bright. So bright against the dark alleys it walks. That's what you need to do, kid. Follow the signs to the bright heart. Phew. Wow. That took more out of me than usual. I'm gonna need to rest now, kid.
You willing to do some work?
I love work. I can sit and watch it all day.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
Do I look like a carpenter to you?
I don't know what you look like. You said you were willing to help. Making beds is what we need help with.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay, good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick.
Sanctuary won't let you relax. Maybe Murphy will let us rest.
I think they want me to do something too.
Ugh, you're probably right. Everybody wants something.
If you're ready to get started on the next phase, let me explain.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I got a pal in Goodneighbor. Goes by the name Hancock. After what happened at University Point in Quincy, he's got some concerns about the next shoe to drop in downtown Boston.
What do you mean?
Every urban area has pressure points, centers of gravity that hold a region's economy together. Take out the pressure points, and it inflicts a disproportionate amount of economic pain. Trade suffers, supply chains stop moving, and eventually people start going hungry. The fabric of society starts to crumble. The Institute knows this, so do the Gunners. It's not hard to guess what their next targets might be.
Is Diamond City really in danger? It's not like there's raiders pounding on the gate.
Maybe not raiders, but they got super mutant hordes right around the corner, and synths have infiltrated their local government. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Diamond City isn't the settlement most in danger of falling. Goodneighbor is.
Why do you say that?
You mean besides the elevated sniper perches surrounding the town, and the relative ease of blockading the entrance so no food or supplies can get in or out?
Yeah. Obviously.
It's like this. If your settlement is poor, you can't afford adequate security. If your security stinks, your enemies eventually take notice, and sooner or later, they'll either demand tribute or conquer you.
So, if you want your city not to get pillaged, you need a functional economy. It's hard to pull off when your clientele is primarily low-end chem addicts and drifters. There's no real money in catering to riffraff like that. For Goodneighbor to survive, it needs to attract a higher class of clientele.
I'm listening.
Bottom line, Hancock wants to clean up Goodneighbor. Starting with the chem dealers selling drugs to kids, the thugs harassing visitors for protection money, the back alley murders, the gang activity, and the never-ending stream of aspiring scam artists. He wants all of them gone. Not detained, not bargained with, just gone.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash. What's the catch?
As mayor, he can't be officially connected to ordering hits on his constituency. So, he's contracted out certain jobs on the down low to a few people he trusts. That's where you come in.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
There's 3 jobs I want you to start with. First job is to entrap an old ghoul who's been trying to rip off Hancock. Second one is to eliminate a Triggerman gang infesting the town's warehouses. And a third task is to take out a few miscreants plaguing the local economy. You can do the jobs in any order you want. I've written down all the details on this holotape, including the local contacts to get started. Once the jobs are complete, cross them off your list and we'll move on to the next phase.
Is there anybody in this Commonwealth that doesn't need your help?
Hey, buddy, you here to help? My friend Jack's in trouble.
I was just exploring.
Sure you were, but how about you explore something else? Like helping a guy in need. Namely, Jack. But you can still help. All I need is a bobby pin. You got one?
Here you go.
Great. Now before I open this door, I gotta ask, who are you? And can I trust you to help me?
You first. What's your name?
Don't have a name. I'm sort of borrowing a friend's. You can call him Jack. I guess by that logic, I'm not Jack. Or maybe I am? I don't know anymore. The point is, I could be either. I just need to know if you're gonna help me save him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good, good. Confusion is a good thing. Trust me. You'll figure it out once we get inside. All you need to know is, Jack is in trouble, and the clock is ticking. Tick, tick, tick.
For heaven's sake, Emmett, you could say no to any of these people.
How about no? Talking from you.
Ha ha, very funny.
I wasn't trying to be, Nate.
Before we begin, let's do a little roll call, if you don't mind. If you're here, say you're here. Aunt Patty.
Here.
Bobby
Do
Craig.
you really think you're
Arthur
being
Beach.
sneaky with the bright
Good.
flashlight
Now that
right
everyone's
now?
Present and accounted for, here's the deal. This man here is a Sith. He's also my prisoner. Now, if you're all wondering why I've locked you inside, well, it's not to keep you in. It's to keep the Institute out. That's right. They got men all over the Commonwealth looking for this sumbitch. So I'd appreciate it if you just showed a little patience while we rest up. Come morning, we'll be over your skin and out of your hair.
Nonsense dangerous? Why not just shoot him?
Sure, I could do that. Just cut the damn red wire and let him die. But then who's gonna explain to the scientists over at the facility why their fancy synthetic android is nothing more than a lifeless doll? See, I need him intact, so that they can poke and prod and do whatever it is sciencey types do to their guinea pigs.
Except you've got the wrong guy, Jack.
Or should I say, the wrong Jack, guy.
And here's your proof right there.
There's 2 of them.
That's right. 2 Jacks, 1 synth.
Yeah, but he's not the synth. I am.
Well, you're certainly as ugly as he is. But short of shooting you dead, I don't suppose you have any proof.
Not really. You could open us up, but chances are you'd find the same bones.
He's right. How the Institute makes exact replicas. Right down to the teeth. You kidding me?
Jesus.
You shouldn't have come, Jack. Now they know. You know how it is, Jack. I just couldn't leave you to die either. That'd be a little too heavy, even for me.
Well, stick me in a jar and call me Dill. This is what I call a real fucking pickle.
Oh god. Now what are we gonna do?
It's simple. We lock this place down until we figure out who's got the nuts and who's got the bolts. And I have a feeling this scabber over here can help us. You, come over here. You know this man? Is what he's saying true? Is he a synth?
Sorry. I barely know the guy.
Well, you came in with him, didn't you? Or do you go around just helping any old dumb fuck who asks you for help?
Yes,
How
he
about
does.
this? Why don't you interrogate them for me? I'll be standing here watching you do it. Now, I've got my own opinion, but let's see if we can't come to a consensus.
And just who is this synth anyway? What do you know about him?
Who, Jack? All I know is what I've heard. One day they say he just started acting different, all cold and unemotional like. Well, if that doesn't sound like a synth, I don't know what does. But then those same people started saying Jack went back to his normal self, which got me thinking maybe the two of them were working together. Working in shifts, more or less. But there was only one way to find out. So one day, I walked in his house, smacked him with the butt of my gun, and left a note for the other Jack. Wasn't sure if I was crazy, leaving a note for the guy I kidnapped. But seeing as there's a Tweedledee and Tweedledum here, I'd say my hunch was on the button. You find out which one is the synth, then I take him to my handlers. Easy peasy, Japanesey. But there's one condition. Don't hurt him. Not a scratch, you hear? The contract I have specifically states they're to be delivered undamaged.
To be perfectly honest, I don't think the Institute really exists. It's just wild rumors and nonsense.
Excuse me.
I honestly don't know what to believe. It's true he's been acting different, but is he a synth? That just sounds so far-fetched.
Never, ever trust a synth.
It doesn't matter which one you ask. Jack and I will give you the same answer. But if you choose wrong, this bounty hunter will come back and finish what he started. Which means the best solution is to kill the hunter and let us go free.
Look, if you're a synth, I can help you.
I already told you how you can help. You have a weapon. Use it.
Look, I'm sure we can work this out. No one has to die.
You sound like Jack. Always trying to find another way. He's a fool, of course. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. I think there's a way out of this, without anyone getting hurt.
I'm not sure I should trust you.
Yeah, I got one of those faces. Funny thing is, so does he. So you should trust me more, because my way is better. Anyways, here's my plan. The bounty hunter said we're no good to him damaged, right? So what if we damaged ourselves? You shoot Jack, I shoot non-Jack, and no one has to die. Peace through violence. Just not too much violence. Or else. Go on, hurt him. But make it a flesh wound. Kill him, and you'll probably just make me angry.
I honestly don't know what to believe. It's true he's been acting different, but is he a synth? That just sounds so far-fetched.
Now what the hell did you go and do that for? Did I not say explicitly?
If you don't let him go, I'll kill you myself.
So you're siding with them. You do realize what this means, right? It ain't just me you're tussling with.
He's right. They think we're working with the Institute. We can't leave any witnesses.
You hear that, y'all? If you want to keep your sorry asses among the living, I suggest you grab your guns.
Now you've done it. How's that pacifism working out for you now, Emmett? Man, this gun Preston gave you is amazing.
Can't believe you came back for me. Sure, that's what brothers do, isn't it? But you could have carried on Jack's life by yourself. No one would have been the wiser. Not true. I would have known. And besides, I'm too lazy to do your job myself. That's just about the only thing you've said that makes sense. So what now? You can't stay here. It's only a matter of time before word gets out. Doesn't matter to me. I go where you go.
Did we ever figure out which one was the synth? I'm so confused.